Let's review this upgraded version bed sensor alarm. This is for fall prevention for elderly or people suffering from dementia. Helpful for caregivers so that they can get alarm when the patient is getting up from the bed. It sends a signal, an alarm, so that the caregiver can reach to the patient and patient won't fall. So once you get out of bed and there is no alarm set up and you carry the risk of falling because of any injury or dementia, then this bed alarm can work efficiently. How to place the motion sensor at the bottom of the bed and position the sensing window towards the side of the patient leaving the bed, like this. Battery powered, no need to plug into a fixed socket. When the alarm sounds, you can quickly turn off the alarm without waking up other people. It has 5 levels of volume and goes up 113 decibels, and 36 melodies are there, and multicolor light reminder are also there. How does this work? So the sensor has an indicator light, 5-volt micro USB power interface, 360-degree rotating adjustable holder on off, infrared induction window, and 3 AAA battery with a micro USB is there. This is the alarm. You can select songs here, select the volume, colorful LED flashing indicator, on and off switch, mode switch key, and micro USB power interface. And there is the speaker and a desktop base. So once the sensor is set up, when the patient gets up, it detects the motion with the infrared rays and sends the signal to the alarm. Easy to monitor loved ones getting out of bed or leaving the room. This is wireless motion sensor. It can be placed on the floor under the bed to trigger an alarm when the patient's foot is about to touch the ground. So very helpful for the people who are suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia to stop them from leaving the home unattended. The bed alarm does not sound in the patient's room, potentially startling them and causing a fall. The motion sensor would start self-test procedure first. When it is turned on, the indicator light would slowly flash 20 seconds. After the light turned off, the machine get into work state. Please test the sensing range and direction before fixing. Unlike traditional bed sensor pads, the motion sensor can simply be placed on the floor under the bed to accurately detect when a patient's foot touches the floor when getting up, without worrying about false alarms from patient incontinence and displacement. Dual reminder. So there is reminder through sound as well as through light, and dual power supply, alkaline battery and micro USB. So you can fix them with an adapter also or run them with batteries also. It comes with one caregiver pager which includes 3 AA batteries, one motion sensor, one micro USB, one double sided tape, one screw kit, and manual. However, it is a frequently returned item. Let's read the user ratings. Although 4.5 ratings and only $25 cost, more than 300 people have bought this. Let's read the user reviews to understand why they return it. Worth every penny. Bought this to use for my dad who is now in hospital bed. Due to having several falls, we make sure someone is with him around the clock. This allows us to be able to do things in the house without having to stay in the same room while he is sleeping. The alarm sounds and gives us plenty of time to get to him before he tries to stand up. Also has been a great alarm to allow us to sleep without the fear of him getting up in the middle of the night and falling without us knowing he's even up. Easy to use, excellent product, works well, but what is the but here? The receiver unit is very loud. That is my only negative. I wish the volume could be stepped down lower than the lowest setting provided. Even on the lowest volume setting, when I am in a deep sleep and it goes off, you just about have to scrape me off the ceiling. It is way too loud for me and I am hard of hearing. I have prior electronics training and experience, so after the warranty runs out, I may open it up and install a volume control potentiometer so that I can turn the volume down below heart attack levels. So that's the only negative side. Another small issue I have is that the width of the transmitter detection beam is pretty wide. At first I set up the transmitter on the bottom shelf of a bookcase right adjacent to where my wife would get out of bed. The problem is that when she first gets up, she stands there for a while looking for her glasses, and all the while the alarm keeps going on and off, on and off, on and off. So I move the transmitter down towards the foot of the bed. This way it won't go off until she gets up, does her searching, gets her glasses on, and then walks past the end of the bed, but still the beam width is pretty wide. I wished it were adjustable, so if they could put adjustable blinders around the sensor so that beam width can be adjusted. I had to fabricate my own little cardboard blinders to limit the beam width to about a 3 feet wide detection zone. Pro Sir wireless works very well. The range is great. The alarm is loud. LEDs are bright. Lots of alarm tones to select. A good value overall. Works well for my application. Cons: too loud for me on the lowest setting. Wakes up the whole house. I wish it had a continuous volume adjustment from max all the way down to 0. Transmitter beam width is not adjustable and is pretty wide. Works great but needs a light to indicate when it is turned on. Works perfectly for caring for elderly patient. So ratings are good and reviews are also good. Let's read some negative reviews. Volume stopped working, not impressed. The problem is not changing tones, though that's not a problem. It does its work. Exploding battery. I purchased this product to monitor a wandering, confused family member. It is easy to set up, however, it is very sensitive and emits an extremely loud alarm even if the patient moves slightly in bed. Way too loud. So that's one issue, it's loud. But if you have a big house and you need that alarm to go off and have a loud sound, then it's for you. Don't buy one of this. Stopped working after a week. Poorly packaged, constantly going off. So apart from these negative reviews, for a $25 product, it's a good thing. I'll post the link in the description. You can buy from there.